Sorry about the background noise there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Abhi DhiYogi with a curation of songs, stories and ideas. On today's train of thought, the great grandfather's father, then his father, and his father, so on and so forth. Where that thought led me to, and to whom. As we celebrated Father's Day yesterday, it's something that I thought I'll share today. And my apologies for not being able to share this yesterday, because I was on back-to-back calls with family and friends. But before we embark on this journey of the father's father, maybe a song. When the night has come and the lamp is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see, no, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long, stand by me. So darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Won't you stand? Won't you stand? Stand by me. When the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, and the mountains would crumble to the sea, no, I won't shed a tear. No, I won't shed a tear. Just as long, stand by me. So darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Won't you stand? Won't you stand? Stand by me. So as we celebrated Father's Day yesterday, a realization that had dawned on me as I talk about fatherhood or becoming a father is that I really don't know how much I've helped the children, be it at home or the other children that I'm a part of. But I do know one thing, that the children have helped me to become better. Because if it wasn't for the children, I would have never realized, at least for me, what's selfless love, or what's being selfless and what's true love. Yeah, if I may elaborate. And going through that journey, over the past 22 years or more, as a father, when you connect the dots, it helps one realize how becoming the father is easy, but transition to becoming a friend, because after a certain age we have to. After a certain age, yeah. Maybe when they're adults, the kids, maybe then, yeah. Or as my uncle would say, when the kids fit into the parents' shoes, yeah, that's when we have to start becoming or trying to become friends. It's very difficult. To let go and become a friend, because we want to help the children with everything. By spoon feeding many a times, or even without asking, giving what they need and what they want. And this journey of being a father, apart from the selfless actions, to true love, to being a friend from or becoming a friend from a father, all of these different aspects, dimensions, perspectives, I guess help one to grow in the direction of the father. Yeah. And what I mean by that is, if we were to term as there's a creator and there is someone or the force or whatever that keeps this world going round and round, and the sun shining, the weather patterns coming, everything, yeah, in sync. If we believe in that, then the question comes, then who is this father? And the mother, yeah? We'll just add that when we think about this grand scope of things. So where has the journey of becoming a father, then transitioning to hopefully become a good friend, yeah, over the years led me to is, who is this father and mother, yeah, that keeps everything in play? And we'll talk more about that after this song. just waves. You and me, babe. These bees, birds and hay, away. From the rocks to the mountains, from the stars to the moon, waves, what's near and far, friend, waves, everything in between. I've died deep, only to surface. I've touched your shore, only to regret. This love and hate away. Is there anything else? Thank you. So, who's the fathers, great grandfather's father? If we were to trickle back in search, yeah? What do they call that nowadays? The family tree, or I don't know, on your genes and genetics and where you're from and blah blah blah. If we were to go back in time, just a thought, yeah? Where would we go? Whom would we reach? I guess the trickle down from the first male and female on the earth. And where would this first male and female come from? And let's say evolution and whatnot, science, yeah, one part says, well, it's evolution from the monkeys, and then prior to the monkeys, so and so forth, and finally going to the frog, right? And then finally going to a cell, yeah, in the water. And the scriptures say there is the first man and woman that was created by the Creator. Okay. But long story short, seems like the great grandfather's father, right, for all of us, was this first man and woman per se. Huh? How they came about, we'll contemplate on that thought a little bit after. But for now, if we all agree to even disagree that, okay, the first man and woman, right, from Adi, great, whatever, grandfather, yeah, of all the human race. And this beginning of the first man and woman, let's say there is a creator. We're going to discuss both, yeah? Or the first cell, yeah? From which everything evolved, huh? To the frog, and from frog to, it's just an evolution, yeah? Whatever we want to talk about, or whatever we want to consider. If we were to contemplate on that, as soon as we say the creator, then the question comes, well, who created the creator? And then, if we take to the path of evolution, then who created that first cell that was born in the water? Either ways, we have to agree that all of us, humans, are born with 70% water, and the rest being air, earth, sun and space. And in this, if we put that in the microscope even further, we realize that this water and everything that's made up of atoms, yeah, be it the sun, be it the earth, be it the air, the water, yeah, everything is made up of atoms. And these atoms have protons, electrons, and neutrons. And most of it is space. 99.99% is space. So every human being, or everything that's around us and within us, 99% or more is space. Maybe 0.0001% is the electron, proton, and neutron. And so do we see, when we look up in the sky, everything is just blank space, with maybe, a few stars shining here and there. So, considering scientifically, yeah, I'm made up of 99% space, and the rest is, electrons, protons, and neutrons that make up the air, water, earth, and sun. Yeah? I realize that it's just a combination of that makes, this human body. Chemical standpoint. And similarly is the tree, again, air, water, earth, sun, and space. 99% space, and rest is protons, electrons, neutrons. Again, a different evolution, of the same five. Same thing with the birds, the bees, the fish, the oceans, the core crust of the earth, everything out of the five. And then finally breaking that down into electrons, protons, and neutrons. So, this question about the origin of man, or the great grandfather and mom, or great grandparents, the first, yeah? How they came about, we'll talk about later, or who created them, etc. But firstly, we have to agree that it's the 5 elements that are in play with. If you break them down, it's electrons, protons, and neutrons. And everything is a play of what this space, that we think is blank, evolves into, using the protons, electrons, and neutrons. Some of it evolves into planet Earth, some of it into Mercury, some of it into a star, some of it into a sun, and most of it just the space. So, can we say my great the first parents also evolved from this planet or these 5 elements whenever and however, and this planet came about in space, from space, with space, in space. Just a thought, an idea to contemplate on as I sing the next song. Smiles, tears, hopes, fears, all are born from this love. I get all that's lost, friend. Everything is meant too much one day into love. Love. So in the quest of father, we came to the first man and woman, which again brought us to the question of frogs and cells, or the creator. And as we kept going around in circles, we realized that rather than who created and what happened to evolve into the human beings that we are, what is common in this evolution? We found air, water, earth, sun and space, which broken down into basically was 99% space, and the other 0.0001% or whatever was electrons, protons and neutrons, the positive, negative and the neutral. And as the song said, well, where this space and whatever we are talking about, the electron, proton and neutron, that makes us up on who we are, and the trees up, and the bees, and the birds, and the oceans, right? The clouds, everything. Just a combination of these five, or the electron, proton, and neutron per se. From where did that all come? Because we're in search of our father and mother here, the point of origin. And then we can say the sun, the moon, the universe, yeah? The Big Bang. What the other? The Creator. And where did this all come from? The Big Bang, the point of origin, the Creator. If I were to again contemplate, and again just ideas, yeah. As we said, 99.99% is just space. In the whole universe as well, yeah, as well as me, as well as in every atom. And there's one thing I realized, being a father or becoming a father, then becoming a good friend, yeah. There's one thing. Anything that is born, that comes into my life, be it a song, be it work, be it to the children, be it to anything, maybe a good dish that is cooked, anything that comes into my life is born out of love. Just love. And love, people might put it into different words, perspectives, whatnot, but can only be realized, yeah? This love. And being a father helps us to realize this love, because in becoming a father, in being a father, then transitioning to a friend, of letting go, yeah? We realize what selfless is. Doing things, saying things that we believe are in the best interest of our children. And then if they choose to go down that path or choice, make that choice, great. If not, also then accepting, whatever their path is, that may not jive with our principles or our thoughts and ideas. Acceptance. So being selfless means, giving the best that I have, but then also accepting whatever may come my way out of this relationship. I think that's a glimpse of love. Just a glimpse, yeah? So, I have come to conclude in my ideas that this 99% that I think is blank and empty in a vacuum, the space that I can't touch, I can't feel, I can't taste, I can't sense, I can't actually see it per se, right? Because it's all dark, yeah? There's no way that I can perceive it, but only realize that it's there. The space that I think is empty and vacuum, maybe, yeah, is filled with love. The love from which everything is born, and the love in which everything gets accepted back. Just like the black hole that consumes light, consumes planets, consumes stars. Where do they go? We don't know, but they go into the black hole, we say, yeah? But what if I were to say that it's just love from which the stars, the planets, the light, the air, the water, the earth, the positive, negative and neutral all emerged from the space which is filled with love. And when the time is up, or even per se the time also emerged from space, let's say, from love, not space, let's call it love, yeah? From which came everything, the positive and the negative, the man and the moment, the good and the bad. And when the time is done, when it serves or they serve the purpose, then they go back into this love, merge back into the infinite love that surrounds us. This empty space we say, yeah? In which the stars shine. And more importantly is within us, 99.99% is all love. From which we give the best words that we have, do the best deeds that we do, think the best thoughts and ideas that we get from this love, the 99.99% empty space in an atom, yeah, in our body, in everything. From that come the words, thoughts and deeds. And whatever comes my way, sometimes good, sometimes bad, sometimes positive, sometimes negative, when I accept it for what it is, because it's come from love, out of love, with love, I may not see it. I might react to it, say, that sucks. But after a day or maybe a month or a week or a year, when I accept it, I realize it just came from love. And it was the best thing that happened to me. Especially the bad and the negatives, yeah? From which I learned. And it made me better in sharing the love that I have. So searching for the Father and the Creator and the Mother, yeah, the first, or the Big Bang, comes to a full stop for me in love. And this love can only be perceived or realized. Can't be perceived, can only be realized when I give the best that I have, accept whatever I may get, and learn from this giving and accepting on how I can give even better the bestest in the next moment that comes. And in doing so, be it work, be it home, be it children, be it hobbies, be it fights, be it arguments, be it success, be it failure, in trying to accept what comes my way and learning from it so I can give the best that I have, I find myself, and with a realization on how each moment, every breath, fills me up with love. And every breath is an opportunity to give this love that fills me up or is within me, always with me. Because what we have said is this love that we call, where is it? It's just the empty space. Can't be touched, can't be seen, can't be smelled, can't be anything, but can only be realized in moments when we give our best, or when we accept whatever life brings to us, and we learn from it all by being in the moment, so we can give the best again to the next one that comes our way. So did the chicken come first or the egg? The conclusion for me is depends on where we start. And let's say we start with the egg and it develops into a chicken, and this whole process being a circle. So the starting point with the egg ends by becoming the chicken which is right next to the egg. It's a circle. And if I were to start from the chicken, then go round, the end is the egg from which again the chicken comes. So it's a circle of life. And by being in this moment, in love, with love, for love, I come to the center of this circle, which is filled with love, and in which, from which, with which, everything evolves and comes into life, and everything again merges back to this center, in love, with love, for love. So who's the father? The word that comes to mind is love. Thank you for joining me today. Hope to catch you tomorrow, same time, 12 noon CST, plus or minus 15-20 minutes. And what else? Wow! If you want to see some of the past concerts, read the books, ideas, feel free to go to abhi.dhiyogi.org. That's abhi.dhiyogi.org. Thank you again. And happy Father's Day.